Okay, lower third in.
Alright.
Okay, take 4.
I just pushed B.
Oh my gosh. What happened?
Oh my god.
What
Nia,
did-
why
what
did you turn the
did
TV
do?
off?
No,
Nia,
it didn't
why-
hurt. It
No,
didn't
and
hurt.
you.
No,
It's
no,
always you
it's
guys.
no.
Every
Click
single
on-
time.
Click on the thing and check what it is right now.
I clicked on it, and every single time. Every single time. Guys, what are you pointing at? Every single time you guys mess up. Hey, this is your fault. Hey, this.
Okay, we need to do a lot better this week, starting with this intro.
Well, what did you have in mind? Gosh, that was even worse than last year's.
Gosh, can you do any better?
Of course I can.
Feels like we were just in the studio last week, but it's been a whole summer since our last show.
Yeah, but we weren't anchoring, I think.
I feel odd. I'm getting some deja vu from sitting in this chair.
That's really weird. Anyway, I'm Aidan.
And I'm Aidan too.
And welcome to show 2.
2.
Wait, you know it's show 1, right?
What? Oh yeah, show 1. I don't know why I feel like we already did one, or tried to do one.
I think you broke something besides just your arm.
What do you mean?
I'll tell you later, but let's start the first show of the year. Once again, I'm Aidan Newton.
And I'm Aidan Driscoll.
And welcome to show 1.
Listen up, Apaches. Homecoming is right around the corner, and the preparations are starting right now. Tickets are still available for purchase in the ASB office at B101 for $110. However, today is the last day you can buy tickets as well as do the song request form. Check out the link below to suggest up to 4 songs for this year's homecoming.
Speaking of homecoming, ASB announced this year's homecoming royalty in the rally court on Wednesday. We would like to congratulate all who was awarded Prince and Princess.
If you're passionate about school spirit and want to make a real impact beyond Arcadia, now's your time to join the Student Council Apache Commission. There will be a mandatory informational meeting on Monday, September 15th during lunch at H101, with the application being due on September 19th. Join to help maintain connections between Arcadia High School and the White Mountain Apache tribe.
Scaffolding and construction workers have recently appeared on our campus around the North Gym. Why don't we peek inside with Kyle to see what they are up to?
Thanks, Anchors. My name is Gonzales, and I'm going to jump that fence and trespass. Just kidding. I'm here at the ASB office, the boys' locker room, the girls' locker room, and these new classrooms to show you what's up with all these new renovations. The boys and girls' locker rooms are currently being renovated to modernize the currently 50-year-old locker rooms. Thus, PE students had a pleasant surprise when 6 new classrooms that were constructed over the summer were actually locker rooms.
And so now we have some interim locker rooms near the pool area on campus. So all of the PE teachers have been displaced. So we do have offices, again, interim or temporary offices for them right near the interim locker rooms.
These renovations come from the recently passed Measure AS, which gave the go-ahead for Arcadia Unified School District to spend over $384 million to modernize schools all over the district.
H row, we will be getting a new H building, which will house ceramics, food science, and some of the other classrooms. We'll be under construction for quite some time. Thank you to Measure AS.
It wasn't only PE teachers and students who were displaced because of the renovations. The ASB office is also getting modernized. Thus, students who had to buy homecoming tickets or hit up the Lost and Found had to go to the temporary ASB office located in B101.
I want to spend this time to really thank the custodian team on campus. They really made the transition very smooth for us, especially for ASB moving our classroom from B101 to E101. We honestly have a lot of stuff and supplies to move, so huge thank you to them.
You know, I can't wait to see these changes come to life, and let's hope they improve the quality of life for students and staff in the coming years. This has been Kyle Gonzales, and back to the anchors in the studio. Bye-bye.
Seniors, don't forget, the last day you can buy grad night tickets for Disneyland at the cheapest price of $275 is on December 1st. When purchasing online, beware that there's a small fee. Prices will increase afterwards, so make sure you get your tickets ASAP.
Freshmen aren't the only ones joining us on campus for the first time this year. We are also welcoming a new group of admin who are prepared to support our community. Juliet will introduce us to some of the new friendly faces here on campus.
Thanks, anchors. With the new school year comes new teachers and admin to meet. I'm Juliet Crew, and let's welcome our new athletics director, college and career and ELD counselor, and wellness counselor to the Arcadia High School community. To kick things off, we have our new athletics director, Mr. Seek. His past education roles have ranged from everything basketball, and he is ready to develop our new athletics program.
I worked at Claremont High School for 20 years as a teacher, coached high school basketball boys there for 4 years. And then I worked at Claremont McKenna College for 16 years. I'm a father of 3 young boys, so I have an 8-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a 14-year-old. Go Apaches.
Next, straight from Sacramento, California, we have Miss Clark.
I'm the new college and career counselor. I've been in education and a counselor for over 6 years now. There should be more people in schools that really want to support students and help them figure out how to get to their ultimate goal. So that's why I got into counseling.
Finally, we have our new wellness and independent studies counselor, Ms. Campus Costanzo.
I like being able to connect with students and help them develop strategies to kind of de-stress, because I think that's something that's very common, that we're stressed out and sometimes we don't have the tools we need, but if you have somebody who can at least guide you and give you some direction, it helps you.
We can't wait to see how the newest AHS additions do this year. This has been Juliet Crew. Back to you, anchors.
Since there's no school next Friday, Show 2 will air on Thursday, September 18th at 12 p.m. Be sure to tune in because you don't want to miss this homecoming-themed show.
The sports med class here at Arcadia is described by its members as one of the more challenging yet rewarding courses you can take. Back in March, they had a competition with other schools to try and prove themselves. Here's Mark Zhu with more.
Thanks, anchors. In May of 2025, our sports med team competed in the National Anatomosh competition. It consisted of more than 8,000 students competing for a $15,000 check. Come with me and explore how we prepared and how the competition went. The second half of this competition is a head-to-head matchup in a tournament setting where the final 8 teams compete on national television.
As a student, it really ramps up quick. So in the beginning, you have some bones, some muscles tests, and then once you go into like January, at the end of December, then you really lock in, you start studying weekly.
Let's have a talk with our sports medicine professionals, Jack and Matt, who not only teach the sports med class, but are at every single sports game making sure our players are safe.
For us as teachers, for Jack and I, our role really is just facilitators. So we supply the students that are going to the competition with all the material. And then we sort of leave it up to them to determine how they're going to study that material or how they're going to start to memorize that material.
Not necessarily fun time either, where you're learning like thousands and thousands of anatomical body parts and things like that. But we often find that creating a group that can mesh well together and can link well together really helps motivate others.
Especially as a second year, once we won, it felt very surreal because the previous year we were there, but we got knocked out in top 8. So the moment we knew we got first place in nationals, it felt great.
Well, you've heard it here. For all our current or future sports med students, make sure to check out next year's Anatomosh competition. This has been Mark. Back to the anchors in the studio.
Boys, do you think you've got the focus, finesse, and follow-through? Then step up to the tee. Those interested in the golf team have to attend the mandatory meeting Monday, September 15th at lunch in Coach Griep's room, H111.
Girls, if you got the heart, hustle, and drive, then it's time to step up to the plate. Softball tryouts are coming up and will take place from September 16th and 17th from 4 to 6 p.m. Those interested need to be athletically cleared through this QR code. Any questions can be emailed to daspieta@aosd.net. Good luck, Lady Apaches.
Hey Aidan, what was that thing you were going to tell me?
Oh yeah, show 1 was supposed to be last week.
So what happened?
Well, we had technical difficulties last Friday, which caused us to delay the show.
Man, Mr. Sunyas must have been really disappointed.
Nah, dude, of course not. He's like the most chill and understanding teacher here on the campus.
Sure. Is he lying though, live audience?
Okay, yeah, I drove out of the studio the second I was done cleaning up.
Ah, man, I wish I was able to drive out of here.
Well, what's stopping you from doing so?
I don't know what I have to do in order to get it.
Well, what are you missing?
Literally everything, dude, and nobody that I know can help me.
Well, in that case, why don't we go to Kai so he can take us through the steps of getting your driver's license.
Thanks, Aidan. Many of you are most likely not driving yet. Today, we'll give you an in-depth guide on how you can obtain your license. Getting your license may seem overwhelming and difficult. However, it only takes a couple months and some practice. The first step to get your license is the driver's ed course. This is required in order to take the permit test for anyone under 18. While there isn't one specific site to take the course, here's a list of some. After that, you take your permit test in person, where you will need to bring a passport or birth certificate for proof of identity. You will also need 2 printed documents that proves your residency, whether it be a hospital bill or a bank statement. You then need to show your driver's ed completion certificate, which should have been mailed to you. Then you need your completed driver's license application, and finally, a parent, as you need their signature in person and someone to pay for your testing fee. After you have passed, you'll have to wait 6 months while taking the required 6 hours of lessons with an official instructor. Here are some common questions that are asked. Let's hear what the DMV has to say.
So the best way is to not be nervous. Everything that you need to know and to succeed is covered in the California Driver Handbook. All the questions are taken from the handbook. And our website also has resources that can help, including the driver handbook, the videos, and sample tests. You must have practiced driving for 50 hours, including 10 hours at night, and be sure you are thoroughly familiar with the vehicle you will be using for the drive test. You must know where all the controls are located and how to use them. Most importantly, relax.
Hopefully this helps to clear up some questions you might have about the DMV process. With your time and effort, you'll have your license in no time. This has been Kai, and back to the anchors.
You know APN needs drivers as well.
For what?
For away game streams.
Oh, so sports.
Yup.
Did someone say sports?
Yep. Looks like it's time for the sports segments of the show.
Take it away, Caroline.
Thanks, Aidan. Our Apache athletes have been off to a great start. A perfect example is girls volleyball. On Tuesday, the girls varsity volleyball team faced off in a friendly match against Hoover. Let's bump it over to Lily for our first sports story of the year.
Thanks, Caroline. This past Tuesday, Arcadia's girls varsity volleyball team took to the courts in a home match against Hoover, and they showed resilience through every set. Let's see how the game turned out. Our girls have a 7-4 overall record and are sitting third in the league with a 3-1 mark. Here, they scored their winning point against Hoover, securing a 3-0 victory. With this win, Arcadia improved its league standing in an impressive showcase of their skills and impeccable teamwork. Our girls came in strong and secured the win on their home court. With that kind of energy, they're definitely a force to be reckoned with. This has been Lily Mantooth. Now back to Caroline.
What a great game for our girls. They're not the only ones who have been putting in effort to start off a great fall season, though. Yesterday, our boys varsity water polo team went head-to-head with Alta Loma with determination and sharp focus right from the start. Let's hand it over to Sonoma to see how they played.
This week, our boys varsity water polo team went head-to-head against Alta Loma with determination and sharp focus from the start. Here's a look at how things went down. From the opening whistle, both teams battled hard, showcasing strong defense and quick counterattacks. The Apaches fought to stay in the game with fast breaks and sharp passing, while Alta Loma answered back with tough plays of their own. It was a back-and-forth contest that kept the crowd on edge, and the Apaches left it all in the pool, proving once again their determination and team spirit. It was a close match, but Alta Loma pulled through with a score of 14-11. We saw impressive plays and strategies from the Arcadia boys water polo team, but Alta Loma prevailed and took the win. This has been Sonoma Lou, and back to you, Caroline.
Boys water polo kicked off this week on Monday with a 9-6 win against Polytechnic School. On Wednesday, they traveled to play against Redondo Union, losing 7-16. Girls golf won at league on Tuesday with 220 at Brookside and lost against Temple City and San Marino with 216 on Thursday. Girls tennis had a busy week playing a match against Burbank on Tuesday, where they won 10-8. On Thursday, they played against Burroughs, continuing their streak, winning 14-3. In addition to sweeping Hoover, girls volleyball played in a league matchup at Pasadena on Thursday where they won 3-0. Also on Thursday, boys cross country competed in their first league meet of the season at the Rio Hondo Challenge at CV Park, placing second after Crescenta Valley ahead of Pasadena and Mir. Football closes out this week on Friday, and you can catch that game streamed live here on Apache News at 6:45. This has been Caroline with sports. Back to Aidan's.
We did it, Aidan.
Yup, first show of the year is finally a success.
With 30 more shows to go for this school year, I just hope it all goes smoothly.
Yup, and let's hope you guys stick with us till the end.
Be sure to follow our socials down below, and also make sure you subscribe to the Apache News YouTube channel.
And one final thing, with so many updates coming in this school year, we here at Apache News would like to introduce something new.
If you'd like to receive a shout out from any of us on our upcoming shows, fill out this form with your name and birthday.
We can't wait to celebrate you. This has been Aidan Newton
and Aidan Driscoll.
See you guys next week.